Hey there, hello and welcome. It is Madeline here, and I am super excited to be with you as always. And today's topic was inspired by a fourth grader. Okay, we're talking about being versus doing, okay, because we are human beings, not humans doing. So, as I mentioned earlier in the week, I've been volunteering at my local grammar school teaching the children to meditate there, and we started this initiative last school year. So now meditation is a part of their morning ritual, so which is super exciting because those children's lives are being positively impacted. So at the beginning of last week's sessions, I asked some of the classes, the bigger kids specifically, who's meditating, who's not meditating, because you don't have to meditate. You can, you can choose not to, but you do have to honor the meditation time. And, for those who said, I'm not meditating, and, I asked why not, and I got, what I heard a few times was, it's boring, right? What specifically is boring about it? I asked. You're not doing anything. Do you have to be doing something? Well, yeah, right? It's boring not to do anything. And I was struck by how already in the fourth grade, in the fourth, fifth grade, so how old are these kids? They're 10, 11 years old, 9, 10, 11 years old. They're already being conditioned to be active, right? To be active and to be doing things all the time, right? So, and this is also prevalent in society, in the corporate world, in business, right? That we need to be doing, that busy is exciting, that busy is glamorous, that I'm important because I'm busy and I have a lot going on. I detest the statement, I have a lot going on right now, and this is why I am whatever. This is why I can't do something, or this is why I'm feeling stressed or I'm feeling anxious, right? So, my dear, right? So if you're hanging out with me, you are the leader of your life. You are the creator of your life. You're a high achiever, you're a leader in business or in an organization, and you have control of your time to some degree, right? To a degree, a higher degree than most people. So you have as much or as little going on in your life as you choose to, right? And if that's news to you, well, I'm glad to be of service, right? So, right, so let's go back. So, but society is fueling this, right? It rewards this, and it encourages this, I'm busy, right? I'm busy. It glamorizes this I'm busy status, right? So much so that it's making its way down to the next generation of young people in grammar school, right? Meditation is boring because you're not doing anything. So if you don't like meditation, let me know. What about it, right? What do you or don't you like about meditation? And let me know in the chat, in the comments, what you do or don't like about it. Okay, so back to being busy. Aside from busy being glorified as a sense of importance, it's also fueling your anxiety. Okay, so if you're suffering from anxiety and you're having the physical symptoms, this busyness is fueling your anxiety, because if you're so busy that you have jam-packed your schedule, you're probably suffering from time starvation, right? Or time scarcity, which is you don't have enough time for anything. Again, you are the controller of your schedule. And if not, right, if you report to somebody, if you're not the CEO or the leader of, well, you're probably the leader of the organization, or you're a manager, right? We all report to somebody, right? So you can report to the board, maybe you report to the CEO, or the CFO, to a vice president, right? Then you need to speak up, right? It's time for us to take a stand for ourselves. And Hey, Ebony, good to see you, girl. Glad you made it live and take a stand for ourselves, right? That's right. So the busyness, right? The always rushing to the next thing, the always having your time, all your time accounted for, having a full schedule and no room to just be, right? That pumps adrenaline into our brain, right? And then we get addicted to the adrenaline. The adrenaline is a hormone that fuels our anxiety, okay? So it's not, adrenaline is meant for, we're meant to have rushes of adrenaline as needed, not be in adrenaline rush all the time. And if we're filling our schedule to the brim where there's no room to breathe, there's no calm spaces in between our schedule, right? Because we're always doing something, then that's fueling your anxiety, okay? So that's one issue with always doing, okay? The other issue is that what I find from the people that I talk with and my clients and friends and family even, is that you fill your time, right? The deeper issue is that you fill your time and your schedule and you're always doing, because if you slow down, you don't know what to do with yourself, right? And what does that mean, right? So if you don't know what to do with yourself, then you're not looking at the deeper issue in your life, right? So like all this busyness is really a cover for something else. So the most common things that I hear in my work is that you're filling the space because you're lonely, right? And for whatever reason that you're lonely, and you don't have the connections around you that you really want on a deeper level. And we human beings we're creatures of connection, right? We're not meant to be alone. So, so maybe that means that you don't have a partner and you want a partner, okay? But you tell yourself and others that you've decided to be alone. And I acknowledge, I can appreciate that might be true for some people, but really what I hear from most of the people that I talk to is that they do want someone in their life, but they don't believe that it's possible for them because it's too late for them, or they have these limiting beliefs about, why they can't find that special someone. And we're filling our time with all the doing, with all the busy and all the doingness. Or you're in the wrong relationship, right? You're in the wrong relationship, or your relationship is suffering, right? Your relationship is just not in a good place. So you fill your time, so you have to look at the relationship and either fix it or leave it, right? Whatever the case may be for you. Another thing that I hear on a regular basis is that I'm not as close to my kids as I would like to be. So I'm referring to adult children. They don't call as much as I would like. I don't hear from them as much as I would like to. They don't visit as much as I would like to. I'm not welcome as often as I would like to, be welcome in their home and in their lives. And so we fill our time with the busy and the doing. Does that make sense? I hope so. So whatever the case may be for you, right? This is the work that we do in my Primordial Power program, right? We look at, right? So I could give you, we look at what the deeper issue is, right? What's going on with you, and then we fix it, right? We fix it because there's a root cause of your anxiety or depression. I'm glad it makes sense. I'm glad it makes sense, Ebony. Thanks for the feedback. Right, so we look at what's going on with your anxiety and depression. We get at the root cause of your situation, right? Of what's not working in your situation. And then with my magical tools and techniques, we let it go. And then I help you integrate the changes into your life. So, I can let me give you some tips on how to mitigate this, like the busyness. But this isn't going to solve the deeper issue, but you can start taking steps to move in the direction of making space in your life, right? So schedule time into your schedule, right? Schedule calm spaces into your schedule. And I read an article recently about the Dutch, who have a word for being idle and not doing anything on purpose. And it looks like Niksen, right? Niksen, which is being intentionally idle, right? And having these calm spaces in our schedule. And I can hear some of you thinking, oh my God, I don't have time to be idle, right? I need to get things done. And I can appreciate that, but there's a lot of benefit in the doing of the nothing, right? There's a lot of benefit of the doing of the nothing. And studies have shown that was bared repeating. Studies have shown that it improves your creativity. Okay, and for we creators, that's an important thing. It improves your creativity. It improves your ability to solve problems, right? I know my high achievers like to solve problems, and thereby it improves your productivity. Okay, right? So, and now I know that I'm speaking the language that my high achievers like. Okay, that my leaders like. Right? You can do all of those things when you insert calm spaces into your day. And another issue is, like the deeper issue is that we're not good enough to just be, right? That we have associated as a society, we have associated our self-worth with what we do, right? What we do, what we accomplish, what our achievements are. And that's not who we are, right? So I introduced you to you the other day, right? Turn your attention to the one who's listening. That's who you are, that consciousness, that awareness, that being, that spirit, that's who you really are. Not what you do, right? Although I want you to enjoy what you do, right? What we do, they're just roles that we play. They're just tasks that we achieve, right? I think I'm going to talk about the roles that we play another time, right? I'll get into that another time, so we can keep this short. But this is the work that we do in my Primordial Power program, because anxiety and depression is not about surface level stuff, right? So I kind of talked a little bit about surface level stuff here, but it's really about getting at the deeper issue, getting at the deeper cause, at the root cause, so we can pull that out, let it go. And then from there, that's where you can move in the direction of joy, fulfillment, peace, right? So, and that's why I invite you to talk to me, right? To book a discovery call with me, so we can see how I can help you restore your peace of mind, right? Take your power back and move you in the direction of joy, happiness, to include productivity and accomplishment and high achieving, right? I get that. But in order to do all of those things to your best, right, to the best of your ability, you need to be honest with yourself. You need to be true with yourself. And we need to eliminate the source of your anxiety or depression, so you can be free to really soar. Okay? And if you'd like to book that, if you'd like to talk to me about what that looks like, I invite you to go to MadeleineCorrea.com/apply and schedule a time to talk to me now. So I hope this serves you. I will look forward to talking with you soon. And until then, I will see you in the next video. And until then, I will see you in the gap. Namaste. Be blessed. Mwah.